This video is one in a series of educational videos produced by the APGA Security and Integrity Foundation to explain the basics of operating a natural gas distribution system. The SIF is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting small utilities in the safe operation and maintenance of natural gas piping systems. Since 2005, there have been 341 natural gas distribution incidents resulting in death or injury. That number needs to be a lot lower. Something like, let's say 0. That's why you're watching this video. Over the next few minutes, we're going to show you the different types of natural gas distribution accidents and the simple things your utility can do to prevent them. But first, a disclaimer. All utilities are required to report incidents to the Department of Transportation if they result in death, an injury that requires hospitalization, at least $50,000 in property loss, or the release of 3 million cubic feet or more of natural gas. Now, there are 8 types of incident causes: corrosion, equipment failure, excavation damage, incorrect operation, material failure of pipe or weld, natural forces damage, other outside force damage, and other causes. And of those 8, other outside force is the most frequent, followed closely by excavation damage. So what exactly is an other outside force incident? Simply put, it's an incident caused by an outside force not related to excavation. Examples are nearby explosions, natural or man-made, damage caused by vehicles, and intentional damage, such as vandalism or terrorism. That may sound like there isn't anything you can do about them, but you'd be wrong. In fact, there are simple things you can do, like locate meters away from vehicle traffic and use bollards, fencing, or other protective devices to protect above-ground facilities. And now a question. What has 5 eyes, 10 legs, no ears, and only comes out at night? I don't know. But I do know that another cause of reportable incidents is excavation damage. To combat this, the industry is working collectively to educate excavators and the public about the importance of calling 811 before digging. Also, all operators must make sure to mark the locations of buried pipelines when requested by an excavator, install above-ground line markers in certain locations, and take extra precautions when working near critical facilities. Next on our list of incidents is incorrect operation. Truthfully, it's kind of a misnomer because most distribution systems are totally automated. No person is actually operating the system. Utility personnel are there only to inspect and maintain the system. Still, these incidents boil down to 2 causes: failing to follow procedures and failing to follow the manufacturer's instructions. Taking the time to do the job properly is all it takes to reduce your risk of accident and injury. Training and testing employees who perform safety-critical tasks can prevent these types of incidents. The next cause isn't quite that easy to control, but is still manageable. Pipe, weld, and joint failures are typically caused by a material or design defect, or in-service stresses such as vibration, fatigue, and environmental cracking. So make sure you only use materials that are manufactured according to industry standards, perform thorough pre- and post-construction inspections, and follow proper pipe joining procedures. Next comes natural forces. You might think of these as acts of God. Things like landslides, subsidence, lightning, or extreme weather events. So how do you prepare for an act of God? Just follow these 3 commandments. Locate pipe away from at-risk areas, design pipe and components to withstand anticipated stresses, and inspect lines after extreme weather events. We're getting close to the end now, so stick with me. The 7th cause of reportable accidents is corrosion. Now, there are all different types of corrosion: galvanic, atmospheric, internal, stray current, microbiological, and the usual catch-all, other. When is corrosion not a threat? Anyone? Bueller? That's right, when you've used plastic pipe. Plastic pipe doesn't corrode. But for those of you currently shouting, "Hey, Mr. Voiceover Guy, I've already got steel pipe," don't worry. There are ways to prevent corrosion. If your pipe is coated, great, you're one step ahead. Even if it isn't coated, make sure you cathodically protect it. You can also paint above-ground piping and components to protect against atmospheric corrosion and conduct periodic corrosion inspections, including measuring pipe-to-soil voltage for buried steel lines. And finally, there's equipment failure. Sorry about that. Anyway, equipment failure is, well, when your equipment fails to perform as expected. An equipment failure can be anything from a valve or pressure regulator malfunction to the failure of a connector or other piece of equipment. And just like pipe, weld, and joint failures, the best way to reduce them is to follow the manufacturer's instructions for installation and maintenance, as well as performing periodic inspections. So there you have it, the causes of and ways to prevent natural gas distribution accidents. For more information, visit apgasif.org or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And for a complete list of videos, go to apgasif.org/gas operations safety orientation videos.